Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Food Truckin' Eats. So you thought I was food trucking. Wait till you meet my cousin. This is Gourmet Craft and Catering.
How are you, buddy?
How are you?
Good, man. Thanks for having me on your show.
Thanks for being a part of this. I know we've been trying to do this for some time now, and you're extremely busy, and finally caught up with you. It's really early in the morning before the craziness happens. Antonio bids for multiple months for production company gigs.
Yeah,
feeding people every day.
Yeah, so it's film and televisions from Netflix, Amazon. So the production teams come here, we feed them, and we got the rigs to, as you can see, they're not normal food trucks, but
definitely not normal.
They've been rigged out to feed masses, upwards from 500 to 1,000 people a day, sometimes 3,000 people a day. So when we built these trucks, we kept that in mind, and we grew from there. And now we have almost 30 trucks. So it's.
How did it all start? Since we're there,
it all started just from one actress who was a vegan. She was doing a Hallmark film, and I, as you know, because we're cousins, I had the Pizzaiolo, right? Pizzaiolo is a family chain on my wife's side. Me and Steve, we started out in the pizza business in our early 20s.
Yeah.
And when we decided to move on, we gained experience. An actress, the name of Lauren Holly. So Lauren Holly was married to...
We're gonna be doing a lot of name dropping.
Yeah, she was in the famous movie Dumb and Dumber, which was Jim Carrey's co-host. She was a vegan, and her son, Azar, was an up and inspiring actor as well. And they were filming a Hallmark film called A Town Christmas Forgot in Hamilton. They were seeking, vegan chefs. So, a long story short, the owner of the restaurant found out that, I was around and that I had some sort of knowledge with vegan culinary. And I went over there and I met Lauren, I met her son, and I actually cooked for her on her trailer. Like there was no rigs back then. It was just a trailer that you would rent to go camping with a 4-burner stove. And there I am making vegan food. She absolutely loved it. I was there for the last 2 weeks of the show. And from that point on, my name kind of spread around of, hey, if there's any actors or actresses that have special dietary restrictions, this Chef Antonio is probably who you want to use because, my experience with him was amazing, especially with my son. From there, went from Olivia Newton-John, name dropping again. And 4 years of Nikita with Maggie Q, who is an organic vegan. It went from feeding actors to feeding the whole cruise. And from that point on, we just basically started building more trucks.
Speaking of dietary restrictions, what are we making today?
So what I did was I sort of prepared, multiple dishes, but what you would see all of it in a lunch line.
Yeah.
So I got the mushroom risotto. We have your steak, which is very popular in our industry. Obviously, protein, high proteins. These guys work a lot of hours. So chicken, beef, pork, duck. Basically, all the food groups are covered every day, fish as well. But I got your vegetables, which is very important. We get local. Our produce comes in every single day. And then I'm doing a penne alla vodka because we're Italian and we need to celebrate. I know it's early in the morning, but we're gonna light this kitchen on fire.
I came. So risotto, penne alla vodka, and a steak.
And a steak with some vegetables. Yeah.
Let's hit it. Let's go see Craig. He's in the kitchen waiting for us.
I can smell it already.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Here we are in the kitchen. Craig, nice to see you again.
Nice to meet you.
This is Craig, Executive Chef, Gourmet Craft and Catering. What are we going to start with first, boys?
So I wanted to do, like I said, all the elements that you would find on one of our lunch lines on set.
Yeah.
So even though Craig will be preparing all individual dishes, this is actually what you'll see, but in a larger format. So for example, you'll start off with the mushroom risotto. Craig's been cooking in the film industry for almost 20 years, over 20 years.
Yeah.
Started off working in the Lord of the Rings franchise out in New Zealand. It was a little bit of a transition for him coming to North America because they do things a lot different.
Backwards.
In the
backwards
film industry.
down
It
there.
is backwards.
Yeah, it is, right?
Over there, they put their meat first. That's crazy. We would never do that here. So.
Yeah, because we wouldn't have any meat because people would just fill their plate up with meat, right? So again, we have all your elements. Again, vegetarian cooking is really important in the film industry. So we usually have, a daily vegetable, which, we get in every single day, every morning. A couple starches, whether it's potatoes, pasta, rice, risotto, and then steak. Steak is one of those staples.
When you're serving hundreds, perhaps thousands of people, you need to have a little bit of something for everyone. That's totally understandable. We're going to start with the risotto now?
Yeah, we'll start with the risotto. So the ingredients we have basically some shallots, which we just like
caramelized down
pan-seared
already?
off, caramelized. Some cremini mushrooms, and then we have the good old arborio rice, some chicken stock,
White wine, some
white
Parmesan.
wine, some Parmesan cheese, and just a little bit of kosher salt. And then I always finish it with a little bit of fresh lemon juice.
I'm excited for this.
And one of those things that while Craig's starting to do this, I'll tell you that with the lemon. So when we started doing risottos on set, one of the chefs that we had working with us tonight, and just so you know, Craig makes the risotto all the time. Even though I'm the Italian one, Craig makes a risotto. He's famous for his risotto, and I was always finding it hard to make risotto for hundreds of people.
Yeah, that's what I was
right?
just about. The risotto for like a family of 4 is manageable, but risotto for 500 people, that's like a science.
And I think Craig, when we started interviewing people and they were doing stages, risotto.
Sorry, what stage?
A stage is when they come and they try to. They're applying for the job, but hands-on.
I see.
They're not using a resume to get the job here. What they're doing is they're
Cooking
actually
for you.
cooking for us. So we'd have people come in and do a stage, and Craig would be like, get them to make a risotto. So Craig's just finishing it off. You saw he hit it with a bit of lemon juice.
Yeah.
That's one of those things that we do right at the end, usually when we do risotto. Gives it a little bit of zing, gives it a little bit of citrus.
So we'll just do a little bit on the plate there. Fresh basil.
Truffle oil?
Yeah, a little bit of white truffle oil, and we do that on set too. Not just because you guys
It's
are here.
always about it's always about the attention to oh yes.
And you
thank
can
sir.
smell the truffle oil. Again, this,
Smell that?
yeah.
Cameras always eat first.
Cameras always eat first, man.
Oh yeah. The layers of the richness, cheesiness, beautiful. Citrus coming through,
You got-
earthiness, the mushroom.
Yeah, the citrus at the end, it always for me puts it over the top. One thing that I want to highlight with this dish is it's 50-50 ratios mushrooms to rice. A lot of people,
Seriously.
people when they make risotto, especially when you go to a restaurant, you're getting 80% rice, 20% mushrooms. This right here will satisfy any vegetarian, carnivores, pescatarians, whatever.
Dish 1 down, risotto. I'll come back to you in a second. Penne alla vodka.
Penne alla vodka, buddy.
go.
We're going round 2 here. This is my staple pasta. This is what made me famous in Streetsville. My penne alla vodka. You got garlic confit oil. You got a little bit of butter. We're gonna go with some vodka. We're gonna get hammered at 9 in the morning. We're gonna start off with a little bit of butter. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of butter around that pan. Confit oil. It's just garlic that's been confit. I like to add a little bit of oil. Nobody wants to eat big chunks of garlic, especially when you're doing pasta dishes. You know, I see one of those things that people do when they're making tomato sauce, and you're getting big chunks of garlic overpowers the sauce. So I like infuse the garlic with the
Yeah,
oil.
the flavor is what it's all about, right?
Exactly.
It doesn't necessarily need to be present in the physical form, but the flavor profile definitely needs to come through.
I like using the red shallots because, again, the flavor profile. One thing I will say is that I've already rendered down the pancetta. Pancetta is really, really important in this dish. You can use guanciale, which is the cheek. You can even use bacon. However you want to make this dish. Once those are sweated off, here's my my pancetta. Like I said, I've already rendered it down. Pancetta is the belly. It's pork belly. And the flavor profile and the fat content out of it is higher because you have a lot of fat coming from the belly.
And the fat, as it's cooking off, is adding
Yep.
to the sauce.
Exactly, and
right?
you can see all those bubbles.
Yeah.
When you see all that bubbling, that's your indication that you want to grab your booze. So again, we're gonna set this place on fire. One thing that's important
little flambe.
yeah, when you're doing penne alla vodka,
Don't have your hair cold spot.
yeah, you don't want to do that, and it's important to let that burn off, let that cook off,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, you know, this dish here, if you overpower it with vodka, it'll be really sweet. So again, you know, vodka is one of those things. I got my tomato sauce that I've made already. Okay, just a little bit of sauce there. We're gonna let that come to a boil. I've already cooked off my penne. It's already been blanched off to al dente, so it's ready to be finished.
I know you've done this thousands of times because I've seen no cooking utensils at all.
You know,
There's
it's
no
all in the
cooking
prep.
utensils.
It's all in the prep,
It's
brother.
all in the prep. Add it, and a little flick of the wrist.
Yeah, heavy cream. Again, I'll tell you right now, if you're on a diet, you're not gonna want to eat this pasta.
I work with food trucks for a living, man. I'm never on a diet. I have to run 7 kilometers every time I do an episode, though.
The whole idea with this, Jay, is that you want to finish the pasta in the sauce. So you can see the richness
Oh, yeah.
of everything here.
Yeah.
Very important. Center of the plate, just like so. Again, there's not too much sauce. It's not overpowering. Fresh Parmesan cheese, a little bit of micro basil on top.
All right, here we go.
Let's go. Cheers.
Thank you so much,
You
guys.
got it. You see the pasta's perfectly cooked. It's al dente.
I
You
can
know.
eat this for breakfast every day.
Yeah, why not? And the basil puts it over the top. But you see how the pancetta is nice and crispy. There's not too much fat because we rendered it down.
Pancetta in every single bite. Just the creaminess, the richness, and it's not too rich. It's just perfect.
Yeah.
The greens cut through and they make it look beautiful.
You know, I know it's early in the morning, but I can smash that whole plate.
So can I.
We need bread.
If you had bread, I'd wipe this up, man.
Craig's gonna come back. He's gonna finish it off. We got 3 more different elements. I really want to highlight the next dish when it comes to our condiments that we make. Craig's gonna do a hollandaise sauce and a blueberry hot sauce. So I hope at this early in the morning you can handle
These
some
guys
heat
are spoiling us, man.
because we're gonna bring the heat to your face.
I can take it. I can
Baby
take
carrots, some baby Yukon Gold
it.
carrots.
What kind of steak? Sorry.
We're doing New York strip. New York strip is great to carve.
Yeah.
You're eating it obviously today just as a solo steak, but this is the cut of meat that we like to carve on the line for the crew.
All right, 2 courses down. 3rd course, chef.
First to go, yeah. So we're going to do a nice strip loin steak. For film, we always use good quality steak. Canadian. This is a Triple A strip loin. Got nice marbling on it. And then
That's beautiful marbling on
It's
it.
a beautiful steak. Beautiful steak. We're going to serve it with some baby carrots and potatoes. And then we're going to get you to try some of our homemade condiments. There we go.
So yeah, a little kosher salt, very simple. We try to keep things as clean as possible.
You have to with steak.
I've cooked steak a million different ways, and again, you can use bison, you can use moose, pork, whatever animal you're harvesting. The technique will always be the same. The flavor profiles will always be different, and it's, to me, what it is, Jay, is fat. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like on a beautiful New York strip like that, you're gonna have a two inch cap.
It is.
on it.
I'm 6 feet away from it. I can see it's glistening,
It's
Craig.
glistening. So Craig's just
3rd course is going to be delicious.
yeah. So again, keeping it clean, simple olive oil, a little bit of kosher salt, baby Yukon Gold potatoes, skin on, lightly steamed so we blanch everything. The carrots have been blanched already. As you can see, Jay, we slice this. Look at that, perfect medium rare. All the juices are in there. Craig, you did it well, brother. Okay. He
Executive
sweats,
So
eh?
it's always a heart attack a little bit. For today, we will have a little bit of homemade hollandaise sauce. And we will have our little homemade blueberry hot sauce made from our peppers outside. And then sometimes we'll just have a little sprinkle
yeah,
of the
that lemon
lime
pepper
seasoning. Because it's my favorite spice that
It is
eating
delicious.
wild does.
I just ate it by itself. I never eat spices
And then,
by
do you
itself.
know what we'll
Yeah.
do? We'll just give it a little drizzle of the garlic confit oil. Just, you know, we're going to do some little baby
Greens always make it look
micro
pretty.
baby arugula, and then yeah, good to go, man.
The whole idea with the hot sauce is that you get a little bit of sweet with the heat. So it's gonna hit you, it'll hit the back of your throat, but you're gonna get the sweetness from the blueberries and the heat. It should be rising right about now. You should start to feel that Carolina Reaper kick in.
That's a real nice lingering heat.
And
That hot sauce. You're bottling it already?
no, we
but
can't keep up, eh?
Yeah, a lot of people have asked us to.
So good, guys. This has been an early morning treat. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you for coming, brother. I'm glad that you got to experience it.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you guys have given me the opportunity to showcase this other world of food trucks. Again, I said it in the opening. You thought I was food truck, and these guys are next level. And this has been a treat. And thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Food Truck and Eats. We'll see you next time.